Hey, oh, hey. Listen, I don't appreciate y'all coming on when I did my tofu hot dogs, coming on there talking about that it looked like cat puke. Okay, do y'all actually know when even if you eat regular food that's real, all presentable and looks so delicious and good, it looks like cat poo when it goes in your body. You ever looked at food how it look? It looks disgusting. So anyway, my tofu hot dogs were freaking delicious. Okay, the presentation it's not gonna look that good because I had to chop it up like that and blend it up like that so that I could season it good, because everybody know if you eat tofu by itself, it's freaking nasty. So if you never ate it before, you never had it before, then you don't know. I try to do different things with vegan food. Some people, okay, if you cook it only one way, that's your way of cooking it. But when I fried them bad boys up, they look very presentable and they were very delicious. So I don't care what y'all are saying. Y'all can say what y'all want. I don't really care. I don't really give to, I don't care. I don't care what people say anymore. You can say all the stuff you want, but I know that it was very delicious and it was very good. So that's all I need to know. I don't need for you to know anything about it because you're not in my house. You don't live with me. And so why should I care what you think? You know what I'm saying? You probably wanted a bite and you mad because you couldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I cook tofu. Somebody was like, I cook tofu. I need some sugar. Badly. Like, I cook tofu, but I've never seen it look like that. Yeah, you never seen it look like that because you cook your tofu the same freaking way. None of y'all have any. Is there anybody out there that has a creative mind? Why do you have to do the same thing over and over and over again? Like, good God, get a grip, do something different. Dang, I can't stand people like that. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really care. I just wanted to say my piece about it. Yeah, that'll do. But this is my breakfast for this morning. Mm-hmm. So, So this is a zucchini, okay? And that's what I'm having tonight for my dinner. I'm making grilled zucchini, turkey burger, and rice. White, probably the brown rice. It depends. So right now, I was watching the murder trial of XXXTentacion. I don't know how I pronounce it. I think it's Tentacion. Tentacion. So I'm watching that trial, and when I tell you the prosecution, she really came out strong. You can tell she's very intelligent. She's very smart. And she definitely came out strong with her opening statement. Now the defense team, they trying to say that their clients came afterwards. That their clients came after all of it happened. But that's a lie, because the surveillance shows that all that was a lie. They were there. You know what I'm saying? And now that they have the fourth guy, he's actually telling on everybody. You know, he's trying to get lesser time, but they already told him, you might not get lesser time. You might still get life in prison. So he already said, yeah, I know, but I'ma still tell what happened. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he's a rat, he's this, he's that. No, he's actually doing the right thing. That's what you're supposed to do, the right thing. Somebody's life was taken. And you can just see people's mindset on how some people are. They just don't get it. This should have never happened. People should be able to enjoy their money. People should be able to tell people about their success, show people about their success. So maybe people, can be like, oh, he's so successful. Let me try following his footsteps. But no, you want to go take from the guy because you're so broke, busted, and disgusted. You're, for whatever reason, you're struggling. That's your own fault that you're struggling, not nobody else's. But for them to sit there and take that guy's life like that, it was so sad. And then they showed footage after they did their opening statements. They also showed footage of Triple X at, he had an account with Bank of America, and he went over there because he wanted to buy these two bikes. He went over there originally to get $250,000, but banks don't have that kind of money on hand. So they gave him $50,000. And then I think he was supposed to go to the bike shop, give him a deposit of the $50,000. And then he was going to go back and see if he could get the rest of the money. But that never happened because this robbery took place. They showed him right now. I'm watching. They showed him walking. They showed Triple X walking into the bike shop. He went straight to the seller because he was ready to make a purchase. It wasn't no games or anything. He was ready to purchase these two bikes. And that's why he had the other guy with him, because I guess the other guy was going to help him transport, because he couldn't transport the bikes and ride his car at the same time. So he needed help with that. That's why he had the other guy with him. But the defense was pretty much, they were trying, I seen what they were trying to do. They were trying to pin all of this on his uncle, the guy that was with him. They was trying to pin all of it on him, but he wasn't going for that at all, yo. He knew what was up. He knew they was trying to pin it on him, but he wasn't going for that. Because they already have them on surveillance. Like, your clients are already on surveillance. You have to figure out some way where you can point the blame at somebody else. And they was trying to do that with the Jamaican dude that was his uncle. And he just was not going for that. So, yeah, they interviewed him. The defense and the prosecution interviewed him. You know, they showed how they walked in. X was looking at the he was looking at the bikes and stuff, looking at them. And then when they came in, they came past him. He just did a quick glance like that and then looked back. He really wasn't paying attention. I know when I was looking at it, I knew that he probably didn't feel right when those two walked in, but it probably didn't kick in. You know how you have that something ain't right, that your gut, he didn't go with his gut. Because when he glanced at him, he looked really fast back at the bikes. And then he started to walk towards, and he looked towards looking at bikes, and then he looked the way to the dudes that was that was setting him up. But then he didn't pay no attention to it. He was just in there trying to make a purchase. And I know his gut when they walked in, because they looked at him. So he's probably looking at them like, okay, I got this $5,000 on me. And it was crazy because the guy that was with him said that he had money hanging out his bag. The money was hanging out his bag. And he was like, hey, money hanging out your bag. Like, dude, like, oh, come on. So he fixed it. But he young. He was only 20. You know what I'm saying? So he young. He's excited. He's successful. He's excited about getting these bikes. And it's just crazy how they did this to this guy. Nobody talks about the black people killing black people. Y'all don't ever want to talk about that. But I bet if those dudes were white dudes, y'all would be talking all over the place about it. Now, it's all over the news anyway because he's a celebrity. And that's probably the only reason everybody talking about it, because he is a celebrity. But believe me, if he wasn't no celebrity and he was just a regular black dude, and those were white guys, man, every outlet would be talking about it right now. They would be talking about it right now. But it's crazy. Like, it took a minute for him to get that money from the bank. It took a minute, because you just don't go in the bank and get that kind of money and you out of there. Like, she had to put that money in one of those money machines that count the money. Like, when you try to get out that much money, they're not going to count it by hand. Obviously, they're going to put it in the money machine to count it. And if he had time to count it, I don't think he even counted it. He was just really excited to get these bikes. So I mean, the thing, if whoever, I'm not trying to blame the owner of the store. That's not what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to figure out, why didn't it tip them off that you have a celebrity in your store, right? And then you have two dusty bums come in and buy masks. And then they walk out. They don't purchase anything. They just buy masks. That, I don't know how that wouldn't sit right with me. That wouldn't sit right with me. I was talking about, look, we just had two guys. Look, I know you about to make some big purchase today. We just had two guys come in and buy masks. And that really don't sit right with me. I don't know if you want me to, call the police, because I really feel like, something's about to pop off over here. And who knows what he was saying. He probably like, yeah, man, I really wasn't paying attention. I'm just in here trying. I mean, I glanced at him, I saw him, but I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, can you do that for me? But his gut. See, sometimes your gut, it'll tell you something, but it don't really push you to like really be like, okay, something ain't right. Because when they walked in and he glanced back at him, I don't think that I don't really think that X had seen him glance back because he was still looking at the bikes. But when he stepped back and then he did like this and he looked towards the way like this, and then he started looking at it was a kind of confusion. I seen that he probably kind of felt something could be up, but he didn't want to think something could be up. He probably like, oh man, no, I'm just being paranoid. I'm about to get these bikes. But the Jamaican guy said when they was walking up that it was a white guy and a white girl, and they were sitting down, and I think the white guy had asked him, hey, can I get a picture? And he was like, nah, I'm good. But I don't think that was him being mad or being angry. I think he just wanted to get his bikes. You had to put yourself in these celebrity shoes. Just imagine every day you walk out of your house, somebody's taking pictures of you. Somebody's following you. Somebody wants autographs. It can really be frustrating. So that's probably why he probably had people asking him for autographs all freaking week, all month long. And then you just trying to buy these bikes, and here comes somebody else. And he was probably just frustrated. He was probably like, no, I'm good. Miley Cyrus does it all the time. She gets with them paparazzi. She was like, look, did you get your picture cut? We about to call the cops. Did you do this? Did you do this? Can you please stop following me? No, you're not going to do this. Miley don't play with them paparazzi. She don't play. A lot of people don't play with them, but I know her for one. She do not play with paparazzi. If you show her respect, she will give you respect. But if you be disrespectful and stuff like that, she is not gonna respect you. That's how she is. That's the kind of celebrity she is. But yeah. So the defense, they were really trying to pin it on somebody else. That's their defense, to try to pin it on somebody else, even when all the evidence, all this surveillance is there. Even when they even have the surveillance where when Triple X was ready to leave. I don't know, because I think he was just in there because they said that he still had the money. They had took the money from that bag. So I think he just went in there, to be like, look, I want to buy these bikes. I only have $50,000 on me right now. But what I'm going to do is, I'm going to come back so I can have all the money to give you. Because I don't want to just give you half of the money. I want to give you all of the money. So when he left out, they blocked him off. Now, I seen a little, I don't know how much they blocked him off, but when I was looking at the surveillance, I could see that he could have probably got away. He could have probably drove away, but I think that it was just a bum rush so fast that they had guns all in his face. They was telling him to give them the chain. And the defense was trying to say, I forgot what they were trying. They were trying to do some real slick stuff about trying to specify that how did they know about the chain? It's still trying to pin it on the Jamaican guy, talking about, well, how did they know that he had a chain? How did they know about the chain? How did they know about the chain? But look, the prosecution can debunk that really fast, because everybody knows that in certain parts, in certain places, there are people that, they will try to get you for your chain. Everybody knows that. So she can debunk that really fast. But that's what they were trying to do. Yeah, they have all the footage. They even have the footage afterwards. It was a short that they showed of XX in his car, and he was unalive. He was gone. And it's just sad to see that. It's just sad to see black people just killing off other black people. It's really sad. You can't have nothing. Even people stole from Beyonce. You just can't have nothing. Y'all remember they went into her store, stole all kinds of purses and everything. I think it was another incident where they stole stuff from her hotel room too. So you can't have nothing. And it's sad. You get so big and this celebrity status, and you want to share stuff with other people, not bragging or anything. Even if you don't brag, people will still try to target you. People talking about, oh, well, he was bragging, he had this, he had that, he had the chain on. Even if you don't brag, they'll still try to do something. Even if you don't brag, they will still try to do something. So I'm not even trying to hear that. They saw his car. They said he had a nice, I think it was a BMW, where it like, how it open up like wings. It kind of looked like the Batman car. Oh, the wings open up like that. It was a hot car. So yeah, people can target you that way. And I think that's why Miley Cyrus, I think that's why she don't really drive in those fancy cars, because a couple of her videos I see, she was like in a regular BMW. And that's probably why. But yeah, when you have, and it wasn't even like he was flashing. Why can't I buy a nice car? Just because I buy a nice car don't mean I'm flashing, or don't mean I'm trying to be flashy. Why can't I just have, maybe he just wanted something nice, and they targeted him. They followed him. It's crazy because they followed him all the way there. They followed him all the way to that bike place. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, they were regulars too at that bike place. So that's probably why, they really didn't pay it any mind. They're probably like, oh, they come in here all the time. They come in here all the time. But no, they was coming in there to do what they do. Because I'm sure this ain't the first time they done did this. I'm sure they done did other ones too. The dude even said it. The friend that told on, he even said it. They did this. They used to doing this. He had a criminal background. All of them had criminal background. And then the one dude, I think he was a ringleader. He had on a turtleneck. He probably has on that turtleneck because he probably has tattoos all on his neck, and they don't want to taint his image. So that's probably the only reason he has the turtleneck, to cover up any kind of tattoos or anything that might specify that he's in a gang or something like that. But yeah, I'm just watching it. This makes me sad. It makes me really sad that we have to even be looking at this. This man was only 20 years old. He was just starting his life. He was just at 20. You're just starting your life. He's still really an adult baby, because the brain don't y'all already know, if you don't know, the brain don't develop until 25. So so I'm gonna be giving y'all updates on the case. That's pretty much where we're at now. It did show the footage of him getting jacked by these guys. As soon as he came out, got in the car, and started to ride off. They blocked him off, and they got out and ran out with it. It was 4 of them, and they all had guns, y'all. Now he said that they shot 2 or 3 times. I'm not for sure how many times he got shot. I'm still looking at articles and stuff to see if I can see how many times it was, but the dude said it was like 2 to 3 times. I'm not for sure. But anyway, they said that he was hit in the neck. So you got a lot of arteries and a lot of stuff in the neck. So most of the time, if you get shot or stabbed in the neck, you probably gonna bleed out and you won't survive. But that's practically where they're at right now. They're supposed to have court today. So there was a lot. I mean, prosecution probably gonna win this case because there's a lot. I mean, the evidence is just piling up. But the craziest part about this whole situation, guys, is that when these 3 defendants came in, they were smiling and they were laughing. So they don't have no remorse. They don't have no remorse. They don't care. They don't have no remorse. They don't care about what happened. It's just like them. It's just like that. They add a movie. They doing a movie review or something. You know what I'm saying? So they don't care about what happened. Now I see the other guy that had the tattoos on his face. You could see the side of his neck. It was just pulsing. He is very nervous. Okay? Now he probably sees, you know what I'm saying, the seriousness of this case. Because when I tell you that neck was pulsing like he had ran 30 miles, or not 30 miles, but he had ran like, I'm going to say like 5 miles. Yeah, he's really nervous. And the other one, I don't know about him. I just think that he's in La La Land. He really don't, because he hasn't showed any emotion either. He's just sitting there like he gonna go along with what everybody else said. He don't, it's like he don't even know where the heck he's at. But yeah, the one in the turtleneck, he was the ringleader. Because he was giving them orders. He was telling them what to do while he stayed in the car. Because he told them to go in the store to see, where he was at. And that's what they did. That's why they was in the store. To see where they was at. And they probably was like, well, let's just buy something so it don't look like, we just coming in here to scope out him. So I think they were planning on buying the mask, but that's probably what he probably told them to go in there, go in there, see what he's doing. Make sure you buy the mask so you don't tip nobody off. But he was saying that some of them really didn't want to do it. But the other guy, I forgot his name. I think it was the guy with the tattoo, the defendant with the tattoo. He was the one that was asking them, were they scared? So yeah, they might get life. They're probably gonna end up getting life sentences. Especially by in the manner of what it was done. Now a lot of people are saying that they talking about the Jamaican guy. Oh, he left him there. He actually ran back towards the store and he was calling the cops. And then he actually did go back to the car. So basically what you do with these, you cut up any kind of vegetables that you have and you put olive oil on them, which I don't even know if I have olive oil. So I'm probably going to do butter. I'm probably going to melt some butter in the microwave and put the butter seasoning. And then I'm going to put it on in that good old air fryer. And then and then I just cook the, what you call it, the turkey burger. You know, regular. I might make some like little small, patties. Cook them up. And then I'll make the rice. And that's going to be dinner for tonight. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to, I have to do this self-tape. For this audition. So I'm getting my camera and stuff, together for that. And after that, I'm going to just chill for the rest of the day. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do with with this is zucchini. And I also have some onions and peppers that I had left over from the other night of my tofu hot dogs. It was so delicious. Yes, they were. And I'm going to use those in here too. But yeah, that's basically what, and I'm going to keep updating y'all on this trial, because it's really sad that this young man had to be taken out like this because of just jealousy and envy. Because you don't have it, you want to take it from somebody else. Go get a job. Go do something with your life. You can do the same thing. Well, maybe you can't do the same thing because a lot of people, they just don't have the kind of talent that everybody else does. But you can find your talent. You can create a talent. But stop taking from other people. You know it's not right. Stop taking from other people. People would go out there. That man went out there and he strived to be the best that he could be. And he made it. And he probably spent timeless hours in the studio doing his music. He put a lot of hard work. That's why he got to where he's at. And you just gonna think that somebody just gonna let you take this stuff from them. That's why they were struggling with him. That man wasn't going down without a fight. Now I know y'all probably like, well, he should just let him take. Some people ain't just gonna let you take their stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Then they did take it. The thing is, they did get the bag of money. Because they were flossing all on social media with the money and with the backpack. So they got the money. You got what you wanted. So why gun him down? Because he was gonna tell on you. You were probably gonna get found out anyway. Even if he didn't tell on you, would have been found out because he's a freaking celebrity. They're gonna find out who the celebrities. They're gonna find out about it. However, they have to. But it's crazy because you got what you wanted. You got the money, and you still took him out. All I can say is dumb, dumbest, and dumber. That's all I can say. And I wish he could. I wish he could have went with his gut and be like, "Look, this just don't seem right." Those two guys coming in like that, and looking at me, looking back at me. And then they brought the mask. This is just, maybe I should do this another time. Or maybe, I don't know. That's why I think that a lot of like car dealerships and motorcycle dealerships and stuff like that, you guys need to start where people can order online and you can deliver it to where they're at, because it is not safe for them to come to your shops no more. Look at this situation. It was not safe for him to do any of that. I don't know why he had that much money on him. Like, he should have did some kind of cashier check or something like that. He definitely should disguise himself too. But it would have been hard anyway because of the car. The car, once those nutballs saw that car, they knew he had money. The one guy that told on all of them, he was like, they was sitting on social media talking about they was looking at the cars and comparing the car. Oh, that is the same car. That is the same car. That is him. They went through lengths to plan this out. And the thing is, this should be capital because this is premeditated. So they should all get life. This is premeditated. They should get capital murder. All three of them. Now I don't know what they're gonna give the guy that told on everybody, because they were gonna give him first degree. But then since he said he gonna tell, he's on second degree. But I thought that when it's premeditated and you playing all this out, maybe it's different, because I think when they say premeditation, you have to plan it like days. You can't, if you plan it like the same day, they saying that that's pretty much not premeditated. It is to me, but it's not to them. That's why they doing the first degree. They're not doing capital. They're doing first degree. And now that guy told he's getting second degree. But I think they should get capital. I don't care if they did it that day. If they playing it, they still playing the whole thing. They still planned it out. I think it's premeditated, but I guess you have to plan it out days and days off before it can be called premeditated. But yeah, right now, I'm watching him as he walks into the store. With the Jamaican guy, his uncle, and he's looking at the bikes and stuff. But you see the two guys that was in on this whole robbery and execution. You see them come in, they look at him, he look at them. He did it like really fast. And then he walks a little out into the hall and he looks that way towards them. But then he don't really play it no mind. They also have surveillance at the two thugs. They're at the counter getting the mask. And then they just walk out. Because their whole plan was to see if he was in there, to see what was going on, to maybe see if he had, a weapon. I mean, to see if he was in there, to make sure he was in there. I guess that was the plan. The ringleader told him, look, go in there and make sure he's in there. Let us know if you see he got anything on him, any gun or anything. Let us know. But he didn't have nothing on him. He didn't have no security. And when you have that type of money and you're making purchases like that, man, you have to have security. You have to. And maybe he didn't because he's a regular here. So he had been to this bike shop plenty of times and nothing happened. And most of the time when people go to places and nothing happens, they put their guard down. You can't do that. It doesn't matter if it ain't happened. and you've been here a couple of times, you never let your guard down on anything. Never. That's that strong. Give you energy. Yeah, but so I'm gonna be doing updates on this trial. I don't know if they're live right now. I gotta see if they're live right now. But I really gotta get this audition in. I want to get it. It's supposed to be in the 12th hour. I want to get it in way before then. So guys, please like and subscribe my channel. Also hit the bell notification so you can know each and every time your girl uploads a new video. I love you guys. Always thinking about you. Until next time, it is your girl, Everything's Me. And I will see you guys in another one. Bye.